Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I am no longer your dungeon master. I am Corey Ganondorf 50 Longhurst. With me is David Janock,
Yo.
our dungeon master. Tim Pate.
Hello.
Connor
Our local
O'Brien.
giant.
Oh, you remembered me this time.
Shut up, Connor. Mars Malicious Ghoulified,
Hello, everybody.
aka Quentin. And with us, joining us, is Bella.
Hey.
Oh, I forget what that does to me.
Alright, when last we left off,
Oh,
Connor brutally murdered, oh shit.
Killed and burned it.
He killed a vine-like alien monster. I believe it's called a vine spawn.
Yes, the lizard tribes worshipped as a guardian.
Yes, and the lizard tribe wasn't too happy.
Shot it in its fat face.
We have a shitload of magical weapons and gear, which we have yet to split. I have called dibs on all of the scrolls and the other stuff. A lot of other stuff. Anything not claimed, I guess I'll take. We also have several magic weapons, which have been yet to be identified.
So, first order of business, Mars. What did you make fella?
I made a rogue alongside with Corey, so you know this is gonna be cool.
Oh, fucking hell.
You want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what type of rogue she is? Charisma Diplomancer rogue.
So Bella's essentially gonna bat her eyes at every guard.
Yeah, and
To be fair,
Okay.
David, I just did the skills.
I'll be controlling everything else. I just wanted him to help me out with the skills. He's calming down now. Everything else, however, will be controlled by her, you, and me.
Yeah.
I don't hear a garble out of that, so I guess I'm on the right track.
Oh,
Like, imagine this whole time it's just me having a conversation with him. He's just garbling and I'm understanding every word of it. Why, yes, I do agree with you.
you're gonna swamp everything?
Alright, so anyhow... You want me to send you the
Oh, squamp.
link to the page, right, David?
please.
Alright. Yeah, speaking of which, I did actually finally get a chance to check out the link you sent me earlier.
Alright. So, what are we doing? Have we exited the area?
Right? Oh, and, I guess I should also send it to Bella so she can also check it out. Here you go, dear.
Okay.
Can I do an, what is the thing that would allow me to see what the dagger does? Would that be spellcraft?
That would be identify spell.
Could I use
I'm not even
Arcana
gonna
or
ask.
spellcraft on that?
It's a spell.
Are we well rested, or are we still going off of that day?
I'll assume probably.
We probably got ran out of town.
Probably you. I have no clue what I was doing during any of this event. I don't know what the others were doing.
Well, I ran out of town. As soon as, as soon as I found our contact and I pretty much, gathered the rest of the group.
I'm sure I would have gotten the information I needed and then left. with the rest of the group, or spent the night if we could have.
Oh, remember, this took place during night.
Yeah, but I mean like the rest of the night, just took a nap, because you don't know what you're going to run into in the middle of the night. It's better to stay in a civilization than out in the wild.
Depends. I mean, you might want to rethink that if Trump wins.
Oh god.
A Trump presidency. Scary thought.
It will not happen.
Hopefully not.
But unfortunately, yeah, thank God it does not affect any of us.
Let's not go into politics right now.
Please. Otherwise, I'll need more Rome than I have in stock.
And I don't have any alcohol on hand, so, yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to, assuming the day has passed, I'm going to, let me double check the identify 3.5. Alright. I'm going to identify the dagger first.
Okay. The dagger seems to... Let me pull up my notes. Dagger is a +2 dagger that will... Dagger is a +2 dagger that will cast heal on whoever it is stabbed into.
Oh,
By the stab. But it will certainly be of use to anyone
You cut out, David. It will be of use.
Did I?
Yeah, you did it. You will certainly be of use to...
anyone suffering of any sort of disease or debilitating illness, as well as your standard adventuring party, who, let's be honest, would love an excuse to shank each other.
No, I'm completely sure.
Caster
of that.
level would be 15th in this case.
Oh, that's really great, because I think I picked up some, like, foot fungus from my days in the swamp.
Alright.
okay, then here, hold still.
Alright, now is this supposed to hurt?
I'd imagine so.
You might feel a slight prick.
Check
You kidding? He's gonna feel...
dagger.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's gonna be feeling a prick stabbing him with a prick. So here, now hold still. You said it was in your eye, right?
No, I'm pretty sure I said foot.
You guys
Okay.
hear an eye too?
Okay, magical dagger cast. Okay. Now, what about the scimitar?
Scimitar is just a +1 scimitar.
Hey, by the way, are there any lizard people around?
I know. Scimitar wasn't magical. Scimitar was just masterwork.
No, you said it was magical.
No, I said it was masterwork.
Okay, then I take that back that I identified because I thought it was magical. You said it was magical. When I
Hey,
cast.
Mars, can you do me a favor? I think I left my throwing axe back in the lizard people place. Can you go back and get it for me? Just ask them very nicely.
What about the other magical whip?
The other magical whip is just a simple +1 magical whip.
Alright. Master. Okay. So, we have the dagger. What do we say to our lizard friend?
Well, I think Mars is the one who should do the talking with all lizard people.
Why? Because
No, just I think you probably have the best relationship. You didn't kill the Guardian, none of that.
Yeah, there's something about your face that just screams,
Lizard
Yeah.
people.
yeah.
yeah, okay.
You didn't upload
then.
that last episode, did you?
Yeah,
I
I
did
did.
not get a chance. I didn't get a chance to check it out.
Okay, that's good.
Well, considering how it is that I'm probably noticing the team is basically just kind of freaking out, I see no point in going back anyhow. So, yeah.
Ronaldo Giuseppe says, yeah, you should probably go back and talk to them.
Look, considering how it is that for some odd reason, even Giuseppe is starting to make sense, I'm gonna say no as a whole now.
Alright, okay. Well, gentlemen, that is everything identified. Does anyone want the bracers of armor? I mean, I do, but I don't want to be greedy here.
I mean, if nobody wants it,
Should I roll want versus need? Well, what's your AC, if you don't mind me asking?
my AC is 16.
I kind of need more.
Oh, go ahead. I only said if nobody wants it.
Because my AC is 11. Alright.
Take the bracers then.
Be right back.
Well, if we have to wait on him, then
No, go on. Keep on going.
yeah, no. I actually want to take this opportunity. What exactly do you mean by that, David?
Is Bella not in?
No, she's in. It's
Oh,
just that
here,
her
roll
character.
20.
It kind of just like, yeah, I'm back in again. My computer was
Okay.
being stupid.
Alright, so what did you mean by it, David?
Spell talent just gives you 2 power points. It doesn't give you powers or anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying
Meaning the choice is either it gets full BAB and bonus feats, or it gets 3 force BAB and Psychic Warrior manifesting.
okay then. So if I just took Wild Talent,
You get more. You get more power points. That's it.
okay then. If I found a way to use abilities from the normal psionic list, though, from that, it
You
won't.
can still take expanded knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if I go for all that, take the expanded knowledge stuff, it's not going to drop my BAB whatsoever.
No.
Okay then. Thank God, or otherwise this would have made modifying the current sheet I'm working with a little bit weird.
So do note you may need to take Psionic Talent a couple of times.
I actually probably would go for most of the feats that I'd probably be going with were basically I'd go Wild Talent. I don't know. I think you can only take Wild Talent once.
Yeah,
So then I have to find a feat that also increases the power points for that. So that's the only
that'd
thing.
be Psionic Talent.
Oh.
Yeah.
How much does it increase it by?
2 points at first, and then an extra one every other time you take it. So if you take it twice, it will give you 2 points the first time, and then another 3 points the second time for a total of 5.
Oh, okay then. So combine that with Wild Talent that I'd be taking at first. I'd have a total of 7?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Then I could keep switching back and forth between taking Psionic Talent and then going back to, well, Expanded Knowledge, and I'd be able to just keep mishmashing that.
You may not want to take Expanded Knowledge too many times.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking perhaps taking Ilan, though, as a race for the Soul Knife. That was the only problem I had with this one.
Yeah.
Like, would it work?
It would work.
And
So,
last...
notice one thing I left out from the bonus feats version.
Alright. I have to pull the page back up again, then give me a second.
I never said they gain power points.
What, the Ilan?
Oh, no, the Elan gains 1 power point, I think. Maybe 2. But that's it. That's all it gets. It doesn't get those per level.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if I use that, I'd be able to at least start off with a couple, so just take Expanded Knowledge right after that, and I pretty much have access to an ability or two.
A couple times a day, yeah.
So it's not like as though I plan on being like my original character who literally had to blast his abilities out consistently because I'd be playing as a Soul Knife, so yeah, I'd be covered in regards to fighting.
Anyway, did Corey go do something?
He said he would be right back.
Good.
So, can we give Corey a clothes beam ability like Piccolo, so he can make pretty dresses like the real Giuseppe?
No. He has to make them by hand. And we have to stuff you into one of them.
I'm fine. David, I've told you that story. I've worn a dress before.
Yep.
Alright. Going into races, Dragon Mark races gain the appropriate Dragon Mark. Aberrant Marks. Dragon-blooded races gain the appropriate Draconic feats. Other distant ancestor races, Azamar, Tiefling, Fey Touch, also gain the appropriate heritage. Due to an increase in shifters, gain an additional shifter trait. Warforged get a free body. Dalekier gain an additional symbiont at every 5th level. Kalashtar gain a bonus host feat at 1st level, and again at 10th. Changeling minor shape change ability expands the list of types that can disguise themselves.
I never made
as.
any change to Alans.
Okay, so I'm covered then.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then I look at the very bottom, and then I just see like a change logs. Allowed source sages to change their energy type. Change the prereq for Dwarven. 13th May 2016. Shamelessly stole this from Trasset's own house rules. Alright.
That's right. You better fucking.
Alright, so this character... Alright, well, let's see. Character name.
Alright. Did I miss anything?
Corey, you need to get a clothes beam.
Why?
Connor
Make
wants to be
good
put into
dresses.
Basically, he wants to be Cloud from Final Fantasy Abridged, and he wants you to make
No,
the
I
dress.
just want him to be able to wear dresses. When he makes one and you guys insist to put me in it, I won't fight. But you need to be able to make disguises on the fly.
Should I really do craft dresses?
I
Yes.
honestly think you should.
You picked the name Giuseppe.
I did it because it was a stereotypical Italian name.
So is Mario.
And Luigi.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be a plumber.
What makes you think
You
you'd be a
plumber
plumber?
too.
David's pissed.
I mean, you could pick like a mafia name.
Yeah.
But no, you had to go with the dressmaker.
David, what is our contact here? And what about Bella? Is she still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bella will meet you at White Cliff. That's where I'll be able to introduce her.
So we should go literally every other direction. Is that what you're saying?
Dude.
Don't do that. David will kick your ass.
Oh, he
Well-
will. He's not a nice guy like you, Corey.
If you go too much further south, you get to fight the half-fiend dragon, and
Yeah, see, like David won't blue bolt us. He will just like throw like evil shit at us.
yeah. Yeah, I won't blue bolt you. I'll just. My world is already in existence. If you decide to go off, the beaten trail a little bit, and you encounter something that'll eat your face for breakfast.
It was
that's
put
on
there
you.
intent. Yeah, it was already there to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm just scribing all of these scrolls into do I want to? Not yet.
Okay, so why do we want to go to White Cliff?
Well, I believe we have to do that to just report back. Or I'm sorry. Ronaldo Giuseppe believes we need to report back.
We came from White Cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was late last time. So.
Remember, I was in a swamp. I pissed a lot of people off. I turned the swamp into a very hot swamp, and then people left. Ronaldo Giuseppe does not know why.
Did you pee in that swamp?
No, I made it a hot swamp.
You made the water warmer, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Prestidigitation, didn't you?
Oh God.
Yes. Yes, Ronaldo
Yeah, Bella,
Giuseppe
welcome
does
to our
have
game.
prestidigitation.
Yeah, basically, to better simplify what that means is, he just touched it with his hand and the thing just got warm.
Well then,
Yes, joke intended, by the way.
Okay.
I know.
Alright.
So,
So you gotta go back to White Cliff then?
yes.
Got a quick question while I'm trying to work this out.
So-
Because I'm making this an Elan, does he get are all of his standard stats at 8 or are they at 10?
8.
Okay.
8 is the base and 3-5.
So what is your character's name again, Mars? I always forget.
Mine is Jack.
So I'm elbowing Jack. So Jack, about those lizards.
What about them?
They seem like a very nice group.
What did you do?
I did nothing.
Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be talking about it. Now spill it, wizard.
I cast Could I do prestidigitation and make a mirror? David?
I'm gonna lean towards no.
He needs to find out another way. Preferably a way that is hilarious.
Okay. Ronaldo goes off laughing.
Please tell me there are lizard people at Wycliffe.
Tell me that there's something going on that I'm not seeing.
Oh, you're not seeing
I
it.
mean, you can find out pretty easily, but I'm not going to tell you how.
Alright then.
But you notice everyone's snickering behind your back.
Oh, more like in him.
I'm not saying a single thing, as you basically just kind of see Jack starting to move ahead, because if you guys are going to be giggling school children, he will move on ahead. I don't know what the fuck you guys did, but I swear to God, it better not have been bad.
Oh no.
It might be a little
Vincent's
rude.
worried now.
Oh no. It's not permanent.
At worst, it is chaotic neutral.
Giuseppe replies, "It's not permanent." And I whisper to, oh shit, Connor, what's your name?
Cedric.
We did make sure it wasn't permanent, right?
I don't know.
Ah, well, it's nothing prestidigitation can't handle. Alright. Yeah. Do you want us to do lookouts?
If you want to do lookouts, go ahead.
Alright. I'm just toying with my new wand, by the way.
Wand?
Yeah, the Wand of Magic Missile.
Ah, that's right.
By the way, I'm still holding the dagger, by the way. Alright, so, let's see. Okay. Spot checks, right? Am I the only one that invested in Spot?
No,
Yes.
Jack just decided to fall asleep, because if you guys are going to be like this...
Do I see anything weird? .25 Spot?
Alright, I'm back.
Oh. I rolled a 25 for a spot check.
You see nothing. You see trees.
Oh. I'll hit it with my axe! No, I'm kidding. I kid. Alright. I guess we just wait until we get to Whitecliff.
Right. As you return to Wycliffe, one of the guards posted outside sees you guys returning, and Mars, is Jack wearing a hood or anything?
Jack doesn't have his hood up, he always has it down.
The guard looks at you and is like, the guard looks at Jack and is like, how did you survive going there with that?
Cedric says shh to the guard.
I can't wait for
Because
Mars.
I mean,
What we did.
he makes a gesture towards like his own face, like because I mean, oh,
And Cedric makes a like chop neck gesture, like
I'd have figured out eventually, and you guys do realize that this guard doesn't tell me soon. I will slit all your throats while you're sleeping, right?
Oh, it's fine.
No. I want it to be a
Can
surprise.
tell you, I
Like,
just hope he doesn't.
It's okay.
is that a recent
Okay,
development, or was that there before you left?
Okay, Okay, what does it look like?
what you need to do is ask for a mirror.
No one give him one.
Because it appears that someone wrote "fuck lizard people" on your face.
Giuseppe's dying at this point. He's rolling on the floor.
You pretty much just see Jack just face palm, and he's like, "You guys are about as immature as they get, don't you?"
Well, I mean, that's not all we did, but that's the only thing that's left.
You just see me slowly raising up my bow. I'm like, "What did you do?"
I cast prestidigitation and clean off his face.
Like Mars, you can scroll up through the chat log,
Considering
the Roll20 log.
David, can you just tell me what they did?
You can just scroll. Like it's not that far up.
I'd rather trust David on
In
this
the
one.
middle of a frat party, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think they may have also, if I remember correctly, I think they also put a sign on you, position you face down with your butt in the air, and they put a sign on you that said "deliveries in rear."
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm loading an arrow. Fuck this. Okay, so who wants to be hit first? It's a single arrow, trust me. It's among you guys to decide who gets to be the one who gets to take the arrow.
Cedric points at Giuseppe.
I hide behind
I
Cedric.
perfectly agree. I agree with you. So, hold him still. Considering it was him that has been basically kind of screwing with me since the beginning, the least he deserves is a single arrow.
Yep, it was totally his idea.
No, I know it's yours. It's just that I still have to pay him back for the shit he pulled first game.
Let's see.
Yeah, Bella, the party almost got wiped out on our first encounter.
Because somebody had to drag the whole cart with me in it. So Giuseppe, you're gonna be a man. So Giuseppe, you're gonna be a man and take this.
I'll let you do the first move.
Like I said, I'm only shooting one arrow at you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just shooting you once.
You don't want to do this.
Considering the fact that you guys consistently put me in weird shit, you dragging me across and nearly getting me killed, the goddamn tournament earlier, or how about the fact that you guys have been screwing with my sleeping body? For God's sakes.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna let this play out. This seems like it'll be fun.
Don't leave in the middle of combat. What can I say?
Just freaking out.
If he attacks me, I have an action prepared.
Yeah, and what action is that?
I'm not telling you.
Raise
You
ass
need to
and
tell me.
I will cast color spray on him.
You're casting
Color.
color spray?
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt
That could
you.
have been a whisper.
Also, just a heads up, Mars. So, Connor fucked everybody over by killing that Guardian, and
I
Eumeris
didn't fuck everybody over. If anything, you're only mad at me.
Eumeris offered to become the next Guardian if he couldn't find a new one. I'm going to be putting points into Handle Animal and Ride, and I'm going to try and tame a new Guardian that's better than the other one.
So,
To
what
be
kind of
fair, the
guardian?
thing was doing like a face hugger thing from Alien to
I have-
one of
I
the
have like
champions.
5 years to do it.
Wait, so what exactly kind of guardian was this then?
It was a horrible thing. It was aliens.
And when we killed it, quote unquote, the vines were like they were one of the champions that was left alive from our fight. It like was on his body, and like the vines were like going like inside him. Like that.
Oh god.
And I thought that was just like several kinds of nope. So I lit on fire and totally destroyed it. And
Wow,
it's
you're
supposed to
gonna be
that.
you're gonna be the death of this party. I was
Was
afraid
that not several kinds of nope?
that'd be the kind of nope that I walk away from, not light on fucking fire. I have a well, considering how it is that you guys are the most suicidal group I've ever had to deal with, you just see me
Suicide Squad.
look for some type of animal and cast message on it.
But yeah,
I'm not saying where it's going. Actually, that one's for. It's actually something I'm whispering to David.
that's okay. So Giuseppe walks in and
Did we wipe that stuff off of Mars's face?
yeah, I did.
Jackson? Aw.
I cast prestidigitation on him.
I better not wake up and find another one.
To be fair, I didn't do that. I was just making fun of you. I thought it was hilarious.
Giuseppe, don't you lie to him. It was all your idea.
Sense motive. Well, that's his deal. I don't. Giuseppe doesn't care. He's walking away, and he's going to find the contact. Do I need to roll a gather info?
No. You encounter. Ah, fuck. Who did I have you encounter before? Was it a halfling before?
No, it was the lizard person.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Lizard person returns to you guys, noting that the tribes are very not happy with you, and they actually came to a tangential agreement with the Black Scales, and if you come back, the Black Scales have full rights to your corpses.
Oh, what about the
Oh,
one
just
the one that offered their services?
Wait, so it's the other guy who came back? Can I tell him that I was not involved in this at all, and that this entire time I've actually just been used as a fucking punching bag?
not a very good punching bag, considering you were knocked out during the match.
Considering the fact that I was just about nearly killed, are you really sure you want to go with that statement?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, yes, you were a punching bag. I'm just saying, like...
The tribes are big on associations.
Well, fuck, I'm screwed then.
What about Tim's character though? Is he still good?
The one is accepted.
And what about
I
me?
apologized. Unfortunately, my friend, it is guilt by association. It is a guilt by association.
Well, considering it was probably you and him over there that started this whole thing,
Okay, I put my finger in your chest and I said, I did nothing to that guardian.
That is true. He was incredibly useless in that fight.
thank you for helping. Thank you, actually, as I say that over to Tim's character because I keep forgetting his name.
Chest poked?
Tim?
What?
We were talking to you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Shit, I need to learn your names.
Umiris for him.
Umiris is exempted from the offer to the Black Scales because he made an offer of servitude to clans themselves. While you may have apologized,
I made the offer to find them a new guardian too.
you made the offer to build them one.
True. Or
I
create.
make no offer.
Which they didn't like.
Oh, that fits with my character because he's not a people person.
But whatever. What about our contact with the guild?
That would be me. I
Yes.
won't I'm not going to do anything to you because of my connections with the guild. And sadly, you. However, though, from what we are able to hear, they are requesting your return to Metrol.
I do wish to apologize to you, though. Ronaldo Giuseppe did not mean to offend, but everything went shit. I understand if you wish me never to return.
Please don't.
Major.
Okay. I offer my hand as a handshake.
She does not take it.
Fist bump?
She just glares at you.
Alright, I walk away. Alright,
Daddy,
boys, we
wanna
gotta
try
go to
this
Metro.
We should have all the supplies we need, so.
Jack, Cedric, Umaris, we need to go to Metro.
Don't we need to go to White Cliff? Oh, no, wait. No, where are they?
You're not very bright, are you?
No, I've never had any schooling. I've lived in a swamp my entire life. My
Well-
own.
You must feel quite at home.
It's not me swamp.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's playing Shrek.
Not really. Just that this is one recurring bit.
Get out of my swamp.
Don't care.
Donkey, get out of my swamp.
Alright, you know, I'll pay for everyone's, stay. Because I'm a nice guy. I am an asshole, but a nice guy.
Send the loot.
Okay. Bella, do you want to introduce yourself to the party at this point?
Okay. I don't really know what to do.
Well, describe your character.
Oh god.
Think about it. What would she look like? Or if you're playing a guy, he.
Or it if
Wow.
you're a giant spider. No judge.
I would want to play a girl.
Considering the fact that I built your character as a girl too, thank God.
We live in the age of Tumblr.
Yeah.
You can't assume anything.
Fuck Tumblr.
And she's a wizard.
No, that was your other character. You're playing a rogue, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I have a story about your character from the last campaign.
Okay.
I mean, like I can tell later. Introduce your character, but
I don't really know what to say about my character.
Well, describe her, like her hair, you know, her
the
height,
name, the
name.
name might be.
You want me? How about this? You want to let me?
Wait, so
do it for you?
okay. Is that like what you sent me, Clinton?
That is what I sent you.
Okay, so her hair is brown, her eyes are green, her height is 5'8". She is 26 years old. Medium size.
Okay, so that's the token size.
Character name
Yeah.
Selena. And yeah.
Yeah. You just have to describe the basic physical features of your character. David, do you mind if I just happen to know who Selena is for the sake of better being
she
able to
human?
introduce her? Yes, actually, Selena is human.
Full-blooded. Okay.
Yes.
I will leave that connection up to you, Lars.
The connection between me and her is she is the little sister of one of my old hunting companions.
Okay then.
Yes, basically my
That's a bit weird.
yeah. And guess what I am? Guess what my character is to you? I'm your uncle.
That is really creepy.
Yeah, that I was gonna say.
See, I was gonna go with father's
technically-
brother's cousin's former roommate, but
That's just you.
I
God's
love
sake, stop watching
Spaceballs.
I need more
Considering, we're a couple, that's just
In
weird.
real life. But it's just that then that way I can act. It's just that then that way it's not automatically associated as wife, because I kind of do plan on leaving this character behind somehow without him dying potentially. And in order to make sure, that way if somebody tries hitting on you, I can give them the glaring eye and proceed to pour alchemist fire on them while they're sleeping.
Mars's character could die, and we could send that to make the next guardian and appease the lizard people.
I don't plan on dying. I simply just plan on leaving you all behind if shit gets too weird for my liking. Alright, well, on a side note then,
So do you just approach us? Bella?
I guess that's kind of up to David. He kind of has to invent a motive for characters to
said
be
she can
campaign.
introduce herself to you, so.
Well, hello there, little one. What can Giuseppe do for you?
I guess maybe you could point her to her uncle?
I wouldn't know that. Character knowledge versus player knowledge.
and we all know how to keep that stuff separate.
I do.
I don't even know if I'm connected to this game, but yeah.
Says that you're not on roll 20, but if you want to get that fixed up, I can probably help you.
I am, it's just like, it's not really, like, I don't know if my
There you are.
computer froze
There
or
you are.
something.
She's in there now.
There you are.
It's just like, the screen is blurry and...
Yeah, but is there something I can do for you, ma'am?
Very large, high quality pictures. So it might be trying to render.
Yeah.
Though, to be honest, this is just the main page. The page you're on is just a general map of the world. So
Yeah, I can see that.
So, can Giuseppe help you? Do you have business with Giuseppe? Do you have business with Jack, Umaris, or Cedric?
Oh, good. You remembered my name.
To be fair, I'm looking at all the character sheets names now, so I'm literally gonna not forget. Miss Bella?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I guess you could be trying to look for your uncle, who is Jack.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Well, I mentioned Jack by name.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Jack is... Well, from real life standpoint, it's a pretty common name.
But not in here.
You
Yeah.
I
looking,
kind of forgot about the names.
you looking for
forget.
Mr. Greymore? You look lost.
Yes, I am very lost.
Here, and I pull out my Everfull mug and I say, "Would you like a cup of tea?" And I raise my mug to the air, "Tea!" And it fills with tea. I say, "Here, drink. Here."
Does that work with more than just tea?
Yes, the Everfull mug works with beer, mead,
Wine?
tea. Does it work with wine, David?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll say we'll work with any non-magical liquid.
Does it work with blood?
If you want to use to drink blood, fucking yes.
Well, not drink, but like my crystal works with wine and blood. So I'm just saying that would come in handy.
So yeah, and I say, "What brings you here?"
Just assume you're taking the role of the person and just come up with something on the spot. Remember 5th period class. Go.
What do you mean remember 5th period class?
Just improvise.
Improv, say
But,
something silly. I can work with it.
This is Giuseppe we're talking about. You could literally throw a hammer at his face and be like, "I understand."
Giuseppe, understand. You want me to build house.
Oh god, now you're giving me ideas, Corey.
Oh no, not ideas.
Yes, evil ones while I'm at it.
Oh shoot, that's not good.
Alright, well,
You're the very quiet one. Okay.
Giuseppe! Where'd you leave? What's with the note you left on my arse?
I didn't leave a note on you. Giuseppe left no note on you.
Then why does it say service backside you?
Jackie boy, do you know this lovely lady?
Why, the spirit of my ancestors. It's Selena.
Since when were you Scottish?
Yeah, Quentin.
Yeah,
Well, I had-
I'm talking
Don't you question things, you Protestant fuck bucket?
But, yeah, someone finally got what I was going with.
Oh, I got it.
Selena's my niece. Lass, what are you doing so far from home?
Came to join your posse.
Posse. Posse.
I know what I said.
Yeah, I know that. You've never seen Jeff Dunham?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Lass, what are you
Yeah, I
doing so far away from home?
Oh god.
You came to go on an adventure.
Yes. I am on an adventure.
To follow your uncle.
No, to go to Narnia.
Lass, you realize that was a story your mother told you to stop you from going outside, right?
Knowledge, history, Narnia?
Well, you know what? I don't listen to my mother. Okay?
Aye, we both know that.
I wanted to go to Narnia. So, that's why I became lost.
Well, it's about 500 miles that way.
David, knowledge, history, Narnia? I rolled a 1.
I could just go into a wardrobe. It's that simple.
You know that Narnia is a mystical land of a far-off world that can't actually be accessed from reality.
But this is
Well,
not
sweetie,
reality.
you're
That's
going
a
to be
yes,
certain alone.
Narnia is also another name for the plane of dreams.
We're playing a game. It's not reality.
Yeah, but here's the sad thing, David's kinda right. It's from the plane of dreams.
Sweetie, you're looking
I
for the
don't know
plains of
that.
dreams. You're going to be searching quite a long time for one of those portals.
I think if Corey rolled a 1, he should have to confuse Narnia with Middle Earth.
No,
If you roll a 1.
you can't botch skill checks.
Aye, well.
Ironically, C.S. Lewis and J.J.R. Tolkien were best friends.
Well, I can't. Well, I don't exactly know where your parents are, but considering how it is that your father probably not around, I guess I'm probably gonna have to take you with me, aren't I?
My parents are dead.
I didn't do it.
Well,
Yeah, someone kind of
Shite.
killed them in their sleep.
Giuseppe
You
looks
just
at
see me
you and
slowly
he says, what is her surname?
That's why I ran away from home in the first place.
Is her surname Wayne by any chance?
I was gonna say Skywalker.
her last name happens to be Duquesne after her mother.
Ah, well, she seems like she needs a tall drink.
Giuseppe, why are you trying to copy me?
Did
I'm just a
Giuseppe, I keep screwing up my accents here. Giuseppe messed up his accent.
Aye, you did.
Oh.
I don't need a tall drink. I'm just a sad, lonely girl with no family except for Quentin over here.
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack.
And trust me when I
I
say
need
this,
to
gentlemen,
remember
any of you
things.
get anywhere close to her and I'll box your ears off. Swear on me, mum.
Giuseppe's already right next to her.
Oh god.
Giuseppe is already right here. Giuseppe not interested in that kind of thing. Giuseppe is many
Cedric makes
things.
no such promises, this being the first woman he's ever come in contact with.
Giuseppe is... She's not Giuseppe's type.
And hang on, that's not fair, because you remember how Shrek acted around the princess the first time he saw her?
Yeah, if Giuseppe doesn't see me with a bow raised at him by now, I'm pretty sure he's going to feel the arrow. You can tell I am really serious about this.
And Giuseppe is ignoring you. And he says, come, we will get you a drink, we'll get you something to eat.
She better be back by, what time is it right now, David?
Midday.
You're welcome to join them.
I'm going-
150.
Yeah, Giuseppe
I'll be
is
keeping an
not
eye on
even... Giuseppe is not even, trying to be rude here. He's being nice. Giuseppe says, by all means, you may follow Giuseppe. Also, we need to get to Metro as soon as possible.
Do we have those horses?
I do. I still have them on my character sheet. I've got two of them.
I still got mine.
Do the horses have names?
The
My-
horses were never given names, damn it.
My horse has no name.
And are we gonna go through the desert?
See, I was setting it up too. Yes,
All
we
right,
are.
Well,
Well, at least let me set us all up for the night. Giuseppe would like to set us all up.
Giuseppe does not get to do night watch duty, not after last time.
I kind of agree with that one. I'd rather
I will
not
take
have you
first
running
one.
off. I don't exactly. Well, thank God. I don't exactly want the wizard dragging the whole house with him to the next encounter.
Giuseppe made a mistake last time. Giuseppe
Giuseppe
promises
has
to...
made many mistakes.
You make boy, you've made more mistakes than I have when I was younger, and I've been a huntsman all my life.
I swear to God, I'm gonna knock you out.
Bring it on then. Bring it on then, you little fuck bucket.
That,
Oh my god.
that was out of character.
Oh my god.
Giuseppe's giving... Giuseppe's
Oh, the
hands
words
erupt
that
in
you
flame,
guys use.
but, he sort of looks at them and the flames putter out. He's like, not now, little ones. Not now.
Alright, now, are we making camp for the night?
Yeah, I'm assuming we got an inn.
I thought we were just making camp.
No, I'm assuming I set us up in an inn.
Oh, okay.
What weapons are you proficient with, Bella?
I believe the proficiency for a rogue is. Let me check.
Remember, weapon groups.
What does that mean,
Yep.
David?
We were using weapon groups.
Yeah, proficiency is simple weapons, hand crossbow, rapier, basically simple weapons, crossbows, bows.
Is a
And
wimp
I
based
so-
in,
know I put a link to it in the rules.
is a
Hey,
wimp
David, will we get any noticeable buff to like XP gain if we spar?
I don't use XP.
Okay.
Alright,
So
I will
sparring
look for
would
the
do no
weapon.
I want to spar with the other players, and they want to spar. Go right the fuck ahead.
But we won't get any gain from it, right?
Weapon group feats? Okay then,
Yes.
let me see this. Yeah, the rogue has basic weapon plus any other 2. In this case, her specialty would probably be... Are throwing weapons considered their whole own group, or separated?
There is the slings and thrown weapons group, but that's only darts and slings.
Yeah, I have a throwing axe, and I don't think it's anything special.
I know, but I'm asking, I guess proficiency with simple weapons and short bow and what do you think for your character? Hand crossbow, rapier, or short sword? Bella, you still there?
Oh, yeah.
Hand
wasn't
crossbow,
supposed to talk.
rapier, yeah, hand crossbow, rapier, sap, or short sword.
I think a rapier would be good for a wizard. It's fancy.
Yeah, but she's not a lizard.
Rogue.
Wizard.
She's a rogue.
Okay.
I mean, I have some,
What about the crossbow?
Crossbow, I believe, fits into the simple weapons. The hand crossbow just means it can be wielded one-handed.
Basic weapons is clubs, daggers, and quarterstaffs.
Which means you already got those covered. So what I basically just ask you is, do you want to specialize in proficiency with hand crossbows, or rapiers, or a sap, or short bows, or short swords?
Maybe short swords.
Okay then.
With,
Light
So,
Yeah.
so basically proficiency, simple weapons, short bow, and short swords.
So basic weapons, bows, and light blades.
Exactly.
Why do I do these things?
If she gets a crossbow, that'll be 3 archers. I mean, man, we almost got a firing squad going then.
By the way, does anyone want the longbow?
I have a longbow already.
I have a standard bow. I guess I'll take it.
Okay, I toss you the masterwork longbow.
David, is the masterwork longbow made out of just standard wood?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I set everyone up for a good meal. I bring everyone's meals to their room. I say, okay. Anyone interested in having a meal?
What are you serving?
What do they get? Whatever they gave me.
Yeah, sure. I'll eat.
Alright.
Should we tell jokes while we eat?
You can do that if you want. I'll just be busy doing what I'm doing.
Alright.
So, where have you been throughout the world? Or has it been your first time traveling, Miss Selena?
It's been my first time traveling.
Well, we're about to enter a very dangerous land. So, you're going to want to stay close to all of us.
What land is that called?
We're going back into the moorland. It is one of the most dangerous areas. Would you say it's one of the most dangerous areas in the world, David?
Probably.
I see.
And we're headed to right here. We're currently right here. Hey, excuse me. Jack.
Aye?
Here's to hoping we don't run into that Warforged again.
Aye, considering last time we did kind of leave him in pieces, this will just make it funnier.
I don't apologize for that.
Of course you don't.
I'm not apologizing. Alright. Well, if the night's, well, I'm gonna do a spot check on my watch, and then we'll head off back to the moorland. "14 spot check on my watch. David here?
Yeah.
14 for watch.
Yeah, you see in walls. That's it.
Alright.
Corey, when I'm gonna want a spot check, I'll call for a spot check.
Okay. Then, assuming the night's passed, let's head off.
On our horses with no names through the desert.
Yes.
Alright. On your way through the tunnel, you do happen to pass a caravan of halflings on their way to trade with Wycliffe.
Okay.
What kind of trade goods do they got?
Do you want to interact with that at all, or do you want to just kind of keep on moving?
I just kind of want to... Do I see anything valuable?
No.
Okay, then I'll keep moving.
I just sort of wave at them as we pass.
On the other side of the tunnel at all?
The what?
Are you guys going to stop at the halfling village on the other side of the tunnel at all?
I was going to...
Like, do we need supplies?
No, not really. We can keep going.
Are you talking about the halfling village full of cannibals?
Yes.
Yeah, let's skip that.
Yeah, let's stop in that town. Yes, please. No, we fucking. You know what? I'll leave it up to you guys. Eumeris is.
I actually totally forgot that was the cannibal village.
Yeah, sure, let's all... I got an idea, let's all leave Giuseppe there for a day. Maybe he'll make friends. Or maybe he'll come back without his balls.
I swear to God. You see me 3 days later, I have an
I've
entire...
never actually killed a cannibal halfling, but do you think if I cut it open it'll bleed Lucky Charms?
Hey, probably.
You see, no, they need to be red-headed for that to happen. Also, yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stay at the halfling village. It's a weird cannibal ones, yeah. Let's get the hell out of there.
Alright.
I am keeping an eye to see if there's any Warforged around.
Give me a spot check.
Find the cat. Went out today. Look. Okay.
16?
Let me check something quick.
Yes, I checked there. Went 8 blocks. Alright.
You notice several shapes in the sky circling. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Like, what do these shapes look like?
They look like birds.
How far away are they?
They're pretty far up.
What were those things the Warforged mentioned before?
Raptors?
Raptorans. Yeah.
No, he said raptors.
No, he said
Yeah.
Raptorans.
No, he said raptors.
Raptors.
I know what I said, Corey.
Birds of prey.
Alright. Well, we
But
should...
you would not be wrong, assuming a Raptoran was flying around.
Alright, we should watch out for those Raptorans if they ever come near us. Not that those are them. I pray to God those aren't them. Alright guys, let's keep a moving. Alright, and we head off. Back to the moorland.
Alright. You pass through the gates of Metrol and are immediately intercepted by a... I still want to... You're immediately intercepted by a half-orc. Claims that he is a member of the Wayfinders and was told to try and find you as soon as you guys came in. So he's just been waiting by the gate for like 3 days.
Do you have any identification to prove that?
Do you have any identification to prove that you are who I'm looking for?
I hold the dagger.
That's all the idea that I need. So, obviously, you were a member of the Kadashan expedition.
Yes, we are. And we believe that this item actually may help your boss.
That would be why we sent you in the first place.
Yes, but do you actually know what this item does?
Not really, no.
Well, cut your arm.
Alright. A little bit hesitant, but okay. He makes a small incision on his arm.
Now this may sting, and I stab his arm.
Alright. I said it was 15th level, right?
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
You just kind of see him keel over on the ground.
Whoa.
Oh
Just set
shit.
it up, damn it.
Oh shit.
No, this is great. This is perfect. Because if we'd given it to that guy before testing it, we'd be fucked.
Aye, but now you killed our contact.
Oh shit! Giuseppe's
Wait, healed over dead?
Yep.
medicine check. Medicine check. Oh my
Something
god!
tells
Medicine
me
doesn't
I
stop dead.
Something tells me.
Give
he
me a
died.
heal check, Corey.
Giuseppe is panicking. Oh my god!
Aye, congratulations. You killed someone. An innocent. Well, what I it.
10?
10. Ooh, let's see if that is enough.
No.
Yeah, I feel like a 10 is not enough to identify the cause of death in this case.
No.
Shouldn't wait.
No, wait,
I'm
hang
sorry,
on.
Fact check. Just
I'm
a
looking
second.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I got
It
one
isn't,
higher than
uh,
Giuseppe. I'm pretty sure I don't know either.
Does the craft alchemy skill let me know if it's poison or not?
Shouldn't
It
Bella
would not.
be doing all the talking since she's the one with the highest charisma?
Maybe, but how far do you think we're gonna get with a dead corpse?
No, but I mean, like, Corey isn't the one who should have gone up to him and started talking.
Giuseppe's freaking out. He's like, no.
Cedric slaps Giuseppe.
No. Giuseppe's...
Well, he did identify the dagger, and apparently he did it incorrectly. So,
No.
Slaps Giuseppe again.
Giuseppe, do good. Giuseppe. Giuseppe passes out.
For God's sakes, he's acting like this is the first time he's killed someone.
It might be. He's been pretty useless in the fights.
Aye, good point. So then, how are we gonna deal with this one?
Hmm.
To be fair, I thought this would heal him.
Aye, maybe it overhealed him. Did his head blow off by any chance, David?
No.
Damn
oh,
it.
that's a good point. Too
Okay,
much positive.
So,
do that.
I have an idea, but as I'm passed
I had
out,
an idea too.
maybe you should, call for Warforged help?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh my god, help! I start screaming. help.
Yes, Eumeris will run and get a guard if he can.
Here.
Pretty sure Giuseppe's
Cedric.
unconscious though.
Cedric, can you do me a favor and put him in the put him in a very compromising position?
Alright,
The only guards that Umaris can find are ones that are about the same size as he is.
Are they still guards?
Yes.
Would they be willing to follow him back to a dead body?
They hear dead body. Not sure if should punch you or should put you in jail. But
I didn't
Yes.
kill him. I just found him.
yes, dead body. Lead us.
All right, Eumeris will lead them back to the half-orc.
And, Giuseppe is conscious at this point.
Aw.
You notice that as the Warforged guards move to follow you, they kind of drop down on, start walking on their knuckles.
Are
It's
they
like-
gorillas?
This
Gorilla
is-
Warforges. Oh my god.
Dead body, no wounds other than tiny one on arm. How die?
I stabbed him!
I say, yeah,
I
I
just
say we
kicked-
either have Bella talk to them or
I-
we have Giuseppe talk to them.
I
agree.
stabbed him!
Let
It's
me...
supposed to heal!
Everybody be quiet. Let me talk.
I agree with you, Miras. Let the guy who at least is competent do this. As much as I'd love to put my niece in this, I'd rather not get her in trouble for something he did.
We're supposed to be
She's the one with the high
transporting an
charisma.
artifact, and we were testing the artifact out. It's supposed to heal you when you get stabbed with it, but it killed him instead. I think we were given the wrong artifact, or the wizard identified it incorrectly.
Which would not surprise me.
Well, I didn't think the identify spell would.
Identify does not backfire. Giuseppe yells that.
Yeah. Well, in character, I don't know that, I guess.
Identify does not lie.
Aye, but
At
he's
least
not, sorry.
in Giuseppe's
sure.
mind.
We'd need Mage to verify. As is, we need you to go to temple. Missionary will deal with you. We will clean this up.
Can you
Hey.
make sure he's healed?
One of them nudges the face with a fingers like that's not a deal. That's not a deal.
Alright. So, Cedric, you've got the honor of carrying the now blabbermouth Giuseppe.
Come on.
Giuseppe didn't mean to. Giuseppe, good person.
Here,
Can I just punch him in the face and knock him out?
I got a better idea. Tap him on the back a couple times. See if you could burp him to shut him up.
Like, he just accidentally committed a break.
I'll give him a break, but here's the problem. He's still going a little crazy.
I would freak out if I did that. So,
Yeah, just slap him on the back a couple times and burp him a little bit.
Oh, better yet, I'll hit him in the ankle with the whip and just drag him.
That works.
I'm not gonna allow that.
The question is, can you
Toss it on my
really...
shoulder.
I'm just drinking from my ever full mug. I'm just drinking and drinking and drinking.
Alright. So, assuming that you guys managed to find the temple in the center of town easy enough, you are agreed upon.
That's a big assumption.
It's the center of town, it's the biggest thing in town.
You may need to put us on Metrol.
Phenomena.
Let me. Center of town, the one where the giant warforged is.
Alright then,
The same one you were taken to at the very beginning.
but could not enter.
Giuseppe, Giuseppe's quiet, actually.
You are greeted by a warforged wearing what appear to be priestly clothes. And he is like, I am missionary, speaker for the destroyer and the savior. Why are you here again?
We got your artifact, but it appears to be a problem.
Uh-huh.
Batshit crazy just went even more batshit crazy.
Giuseppe is just looking just down.
Uh-huh. Well...
Either something happened to him as a result of a curse, or that thing we were sent to get has some sort of side effect. Whatever it did a number on him.
You and your accent.
We killed
I-
our contact.
Actually, he did.
Yep, all him.
He looks over at another warforged, perusing the. He's like, actually, it's like, well, The guards told you to report to me. The guards told you to come find me. That was because technically I am in charge of administering law currently. However, though, given that this does seem to be an accident, I will instead advise that you go and find one of our many art wizards and sorcerers throughout the temple. The temple is one of the largest repositories of magical knowledge in existence. Well, in the city at least. And you can usually easily find someone of a significant skill while you're here.
Enough to resurrect him?
Oh no, only Lord Porr could be able to resurrect him. Unless you're willing to go to Thrain.
I'm sure someone else would bother to resurrect him if he was worth resurrecting.
What about the contacts and the guild?
The guild tends to be late. The Wayfinders, I mean, they care, but, you know, there's also the whole issue of when you join, you are accepting that you may die in the course of your duties.
So they're not union.
They're not, no.
Best way to describe them is rather they're kind of signing their own death warrants. They know that they're going to die eventually from something. They don't know what, but they'll still do it.
Oh,
Yes.
it's like the Night's Watch. And,
Yes, as
Aye.
you're, yes.
But
man.
do we already have access to them then?
I can point you towards the guild after you, I can point you towards the guild. We can tell you where they are in the city. Though you may want to get that dagger that artifact checked out before you return to them.
Any known places where we might be able to do that?
He just told
Like-
us.
Like I said,
No,
any of
like-
the libraries in the temple.
So this temple
There's
right
specific
here.
ones for
Yes.
Okay.
Almost any of them you'll be able to find. The one in charge of almost every library is someone of significant magical skill and should be able to help you.
Can Giuseppe get a drink?
I think you have enough there, my friend.
By the way, Giuseppe feels so guilty right now.
The only thing is, avoid the inner sanctum. If you enter there, you will die.
So
Without
there is
permission.
no talking to the Savior or the Destroyer?
No. No one speaks to Pork.
any particular reason for that?
Anyone who may have issues that need to be taken up with Pork can go through either myself or Sancho.
But do you
like
talk
I
to
hear a
him?
lot.
Yes.
I do have a question about that. Like, I understand that he's a god and everything in the sense that we can use it, but nobody but you and your group have ever talked with him.
No.
Huh.
He does not allow it, and we enforce his will.
All right then.
How would one ever gain access to learn how to talk to him?
Probably the same way all of us learned to talk to our deities. Or if some of us had deities.
He'll answer prayers, but he does not allow people to physically meet him. Not anymore. Not after the last time that was allowed and someone tried to kill him.
What happened?
Well, you know how we don't get along with House Cannith, correct?
Indeed. We ran into some problems on the road with them.
House Cannith sent someone to try and assassinate him. They don't take kindly to the idea of a Warforged deity.
I bet that went about as well as you'd think it'd go.
About, yes. Yes. About.
There's a
Did the
question.
assassin shit himself when he saw the size of his target?
Yes, he did. But because of that, now Torek has requested that all visitors be turned away, and we enforce his will.
Are there exceptions to that rule?
There are not.
I actually would like to ask you this, David. This is kind of going back to the first session, because I know that Jack was about to die, so can I just say that all of the characters that I prepared were also grouped up when he did the Calling All Adventures thing?
Sure.
You wouldn't happen to have seen one of my old companions, would you?
We see a lot of people.
Black-haired, grey eyes, has a habit of talking a little too much, and
Question:
matter.
Cedric needed here?
Oh, no, you're not really needed. I can tell you where the guild is.
No, I was gonna go find a bar and invite Sabina to come with me. But Selena, come with me. Just to piss off Jack.
No.
I'll go into
Here,
the
allow me-
area and
I'll specify it. He's a soul knife.
We don't see quite too many of them around. They don't usually make it too far into the Mournland, or really too far away from Sarlona. If one found his way here, he probably would have been turned away anyway. He'd probably be at one of the local bars. We're not entirely sure where. Or off in engaging in meditation. I'm
Probably.
assuming.
He's in a lawn. I can probably find him somewhere around the city, but is there any particular spots around your city that happens to be quiet enough?
Not really. Most of the spots that are quiet enough are usually only quiet because they're not visited by frequent patrols. And if they're not visited by frequent patrols, that means that there's usually living spells living there.
Probably. Well, thank you for your help. I'll go find them.
I'd like to go into the temple and find a mage.
Alright.
And all you guys hear is Jack leaves is basically just saying, "Hey, jackass, where are you?"
You go find Corey. You find a mage, but upon hearing what your request is, he directs you towards yet another one, who would be more specialized in doing what you are asking for.
All right.
Upon finding him, he's like, "So you're here? Why? Why are you interrupting my studies?"
I found a dagger, and I identified it. Supposedly, it is identified as a dagger of healing. And I explained the properties, blah blah blah. I then used it on someone. I told them to make a small cut, and then I stabbed them with it. It killed them instantly.
And where did you find this?
I found this in the area of the lizard men.
And you only used identify.
Yes, I figured that would be enough.
Where exactly? Again, specifics. Where did you find this? Like as specific as possible.
We found this in the head temple of the lizard men, and let me find the exact name of the area.
Wait, you found it in a religious center,
Yes,
and you only used identify on this.
yes, in Karlershan. Karlershan, how are you doing? K-A-R.
Yeah, I know what you speak of. You see him take out a monocle with a ruby, like a red-colored lens, and he takes a look at the dagger, mumbles to himself a little bit, and he's just like, But there's your problem. This thing's been cursed.
Here's the thing. I believe Identify would have the ability to identify curses.
1% chance.
Shit.
Oh God. 1%?
Yep.
Oh, weird.
I didn't get to roll a
rolled for it.
D100.
I rolled for it. If it had been a 100, I would have then told you that your initial guess was wrong. It's like this. This is curse. The most common kind of curses are ones that tell you the exact opposite of what they actually do.
So you're telling me I just stabbed a man for nothing?
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
I kind of gotta go.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll see you next week. I guess we'll all see you next
Yeah,
week.
hopefully.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So...
Bye.
So what does the curse entail?
Oh, basically, it is exactly what I said. It's a misdirection. Rather than being a dagger of healing, this is a dagger of harming.
That is one powerful dagger.
Yes, yes, it is.
Is it still +2, David?
It's actually a -2.
So you're telling me this thing is worthless? I just got and went through hell to get a worthless, and Giuseppe's eyes are kind of rolling back and forth and twitching, a worthless dagger.
I would have to say yes. I don't exactly know what you went through, but yeah. Yeah, the dagger be worthless. You stab people and it kills them. That would be essentially it. But it'll make it really hard to hit them.
Giuseppe's just thinking, if I ever gain access, I am burning that entire village to the ground.
They didn't know what the artifact did.
Are you there with me, Eumeris?
I don't know.
He's just talking to himself.
I assume you went off to figure out what the hell was going on with this dagger, and I assume Eumeris would leave you all to your business. He's in a tavern, just relaxing.
He is just distraught. I just killed a man over this. Great.
Mama, I just killed
Kill
a
the man.
Gonna do that.
So, what do I tell the Wayfinders Guild? Because this was supposed to go to them.
Say it wasn't you.
Tell them exactly what it is.
Should I mention the fact that I killed them?
That's what it's there.
Might want to leave that part out.
I mean, did they tell you that what they were looking for?
No, they didn't. They just said it might help. And when I identified it, I thought it would help.
Well, it did help.
It did help.
They sent you on an expedition. Just didn't have to happen to come to fruit have any positive outcome.
It's just not going to be used in positive outcomes now that we think about it.
I say we throw the dagger back at them.
My advice is you return to the Wayfinders. You tell them what you just told me. You went, you tried, and you went. You went through all the lizard people. You found this dagger in the heart of their temple, and then it killed somebody. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Alright. Okay. Giuseppe, just sort of, are we allowed in here to learn more magical knowledge all the time, or?
We would prefer not.
What if I had something interesting of trade?
We doubt that you would.
I'm just saying for future notice.
Well, membership would be costly for an outsider.
What would you consider costly?
Several thousand a week.
There is no permanent cost?
It's more like a rental.
So I would gain access to all the knowledge in here if I wish so?
You'd be able to check out a spell book for a week, at most. At minimum, provided you can pay the cost.
I will keep that in mind, good sir. And how far is it from here?
Wayfinders Guild. It'll be on the east end of town, not too far from the gate, actually.
How many feet would you say that is?
From the temple, maybe 1,000.
Alright. I'm gonna gather Umiris and Jack, and Cedric.
I'll be right back.
Oh, remembered my name.
And I go up to all of you and I say, the dagger's fucking useless.
I could
It
have
kills
told you
people in
that.
one hit. I think that's pretty useful.
It makes people harder to hit.
Yeah, but, if you sneak up on someone, they just plop down dead. I mean, you can go find, like, a level 20 and just, like, walk up to them and just poke.
I'm sure the lizard men will want their artifact back at some
We gotta
point.
give it to the Wayfinders first. This piece of shit.
I don't see why it is that you think it's going to be bad. And honestly, it might prove useful, but for the most part, I would suggest giving it over to the society. Maybe they might be able to find a use for it.
Where's that black dragon?
What black dragon?
Don't worry about it. So we're waiting on a Wayfinder contact to point us in the right direction or give us the next mission.
Pretty much.
All right then. How much for a room for the night?
David doesn't know. David's not here, I mean.
Okay. Is David having, like, connection issues?
No, David's just went somewhere. And do we want to call it for this part?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or to get
well, I'm
something.
waiting. Yeah, I'm reading something that David gave over to me from Pathfinder stuff. Guess what he sent me?
What?
Have you guys ever heard of something called Psychic Armory?
No.
Shit, now I gotta send you guys this. You remember how it is that a couple times I've mentioned how fun it would be to just lift up thousands of swords at once and chuck them at enemies?
No.
Alright, then I guess... Well, at least David's heard this shtick before, so I guess I'll just pull up what I can from it and send it over to you guys. Alright, let's see. Here it is. It's a Google Docs, too, so you guys should be able to get into it.
Alright, and that's it for the Dungeons and Dragons episode.